when you think about Bruno Mars hits, and then you think about other artist hits, any artist outside of Michael Jackson, who
He busy too? Dang. All right, look. Is it my turn? It is? All right, best. Say less. Hey, Jehovah.
outside and you just seeing all the fish swim by, and it's towering so high above you like skyscrapers, but you're walking on the ground and you're being chased from behind. Like,
Look, that's a banger. And that's from when she first came out. But also, around that time or a little bit after, you got to give your props to Bruno, because we all was singing and trying to act like the Lazy song. Today.
You are now watching the Westmoreland Bros Podcast.
Welcome back to the Westmoreland Brothers Podcast. It's a wonderful day, wonderful night. This is episode 75, I believe, ladies and gentlemen. Kennedy, what's up?
Man, this episode 75, and obviously we're recording this tonight, but tomorrow is March 2nd. You know what I'm saying? It's already the third month of the year. But as always, I have to come with two awarenesses for the first two episodes. So the first awareness we got is a nice one, a good healthy one. It's National Nutrients Month, Nutritious Month, We got National Nutrition Month. Okay.
Yeah, we
So
heard that too.
National Nutrition Month helps build healthy eating habits and understand good nutrition. The theme this year is called, or it is Discover the Power of Nutrition, how it supports health, energy, and everyday life. Learning how eating affects the body is a way we can take care of ourselves better. So, how do you feel about that? What do you have to say about that? I know you're healthy. I would say overall, you try to be.
I do try to be. Very important. I think the older you get, the more serious you try to take it, or at least you should, and that's kind of where you see the differences in adults, I guess, that are healthy versus aren't. But yeah, I think it's something that you should definitely take serious. The sooner the better, but the older you get, the more you definitely feel it when you don't.
It's self-harm awareness for the second one. That's bringing awareness, that's bringing awareness to it. The subject is encouraging people to seek help, but it's also educating others on signs of it and how to help. So they brought out orange ribbons, represent self-harm awareness, and the butterfly symbol. But that's another one. So if you're going through life like we all are, some worse than others, and you feel like the only way is to kind of harm yourself, try to seek help. That ain't the healthiest solution. That's one of the more non-healthy. But life is life, and things happen, so we get it. You're not the first person to do it. Sadly, you probably won't be the last either. But you can be one of the people that get help before it goes too far. So, if you're one of those people where you know somebody like that, look this matter up deeper. Learn how you can help folks like that, or how you can help yourself. And that's the second awareness we're talking about today.
Thank you, man. We appreciate those things. One day in the future, we won't have to be aware of these things, right? Well, one day everything will be all right. We'll be in a perfect world. And that's kind of what my segment is based on. We know all things are possible through Jehovah God, right? He creates different miracles, and there's been different miracles that have happened in life. So my segment is, what's the greater miracle? What's the greater miracle? So the first two we have going against each other is Jesus walking on water, or Jesus feeding thousands with just 5 loaves and 2 fish. What's the greater miracle?
The greater miracle?
In your opinion. It's your opinion. What do you feel like is... What do you like more?
What do I like more? I mean, I like him walk. I don't eat fish. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat fish. So I like him walking on water way better. And plus, in that instance, Peter, I think that was the instance he kind of was losing faith, and then he ended up drowning, or he ended up sinking after taking a couple steps. And Jesus saved his life. He could have drowned out there if Jesus wasn't walking on the water. But I mean, the other miracle is good too, though. That's pretty hefty. You fed a lot of people with a little. But I'm going to say my favorite. I'm going to say the one I like. So, the walking on water.
You know, I was hoping you would say the feeding thousands. I don't know why I thought you would pick that. Maybe because of your sympathy for older people. I was like, he's probably gonna pick that. And I was hoping you wouldn't pick the water one. But yeah, the water one is just so crazy to even fathom, and the fact that it was a storm and he was doing that, I'm just imagining how casually he's doing it. The water just like going around him almost. It's like a superhero, to say the least. So yeah, I think that's a pretty cool scene to think about. Anyway, what's the greater miracle? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego being saved from the furnace, or Daniel being saved from the lion's pit?
Daniel, lifetime of faith and experiences. So I'm gonna go with Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. Meshach, Shadrach. I'm gonna go with the three Hebrew boys. I'm gonna go with the three Hebrew boys. You see
There
what
we
I'm saying?
go.
Because when they got thrown in the fire, they was definitely supposed to die, but then
Yeah.
also a fourth person appeared in the fire, which was supposed to be like an angel. And then they came out unharmed, and I was in front of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Especially the king himself. The king was like, I thought we killed these kids. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I gotta go with them.
Yeah, and to look in there and see a fourth person, the angel, walking around in there with them, that had to be a crazy scene. That had to be a crazy scene. But I will say, the thing I like about Daniel more is the king having that like deep love for him and like rushing back to the pit to see if he's still alive, seeing he's alive, and then throwing his ops in the pit. Like, that's gotta be a crazy feel. Like, imagine the president ordered to have you basically sent for death. He just throws you in the ocean with a bunch of great white sharks, but he just loves you so much he comes back for you the next day, and he's like, oh my gosh, I missed you, and he just kills all your ops. Like, what the heck? Like, that's crazy to do. So yeah, I don't know, it's a tough one for me. It's a tough one for me. But the furnace is definitely crazy because the guards who threw them in died as well. So I don't know, it's something else. The fire one might be a little more of a miracle considering the guards died right there. Daniel one, you know, I don't know. They're both great. Anyway, the last one. What's the greater miracle? Elijah calling fire down from heaven, right? To burn that sacrifice, to show that Jehovah's the true God.
Moses parting the sea.
Or Moses parting the Red Sea. You already know. We think of like, or Moses parting the Red Sea. Well, which one? What's the greater miracle?
Elijah, bro, because that one was so clowniful, bro. It was beautiful. He was telling him, he like, bro, call on Baal. He like, is Baal sleeping? Like, Baal taking a time break? Is he eating dinner? Like, him and his wife doing cuddly time? Like, what's going on? Call Baal. Call him. Okay, Baal not coming. Call your other God. Call him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He busy too? Dang. All right, look. Is it my turn? It is? All right, bet. Say less. Hey, Jehovah. That's it. That's how it went. You know what I'm saying? It was an altar surrounded with water, filled with water, and other stuff on there for sacrifices, and all of it was there until he called. And when he called, all of it got sucked up, scorched up. You know what I'm saying? That was funny though. He like, is he asleep? Yeah, that's the better one then. Moses parting the Red Sea is cool. Yeah, it was cool though. It was cool.
Now, I like the way you painted that picture right there. But if you think about the Red Sea being parted, like you think about all the fish. Someone posed this question the other week. Maybe we could talk about it later. But they were like, do you think there's more fish in the sea or more insects on the earth? And it's like, I don't know. If I had to pick one, maybe I'm going towards insects because I'm thinking about, all the thousands of billions of ants, right, type stuff. But the ocean has a lot of water. And obviously the Red Sea isn't the ocean. But water in general has so much life, from the snails crawling around. You got the frogs, you got fish, you got... I don't even know what's in the Red Sea. So I don't want to say whales and sharks. But maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's in the Red Sea. I guess I should have looked that up before I asked. But I'm just thinking about that going up on the side and you just seeing all the fish swim by and it's towering so high above you like skyscrapers, but you're walking on the ground and you're being chased from behind. Like, that's just such a crazy scene to me. And then to make it to the other side and you see it just close on them, that would be so insane. So yeah, I don't know. I think they both have a little comedy in them. I think the way you played out the Elijah one, I think that has a little more humor in it. But the Moses one, there wasn't a laughing matter. You know, that was it. You know, that was their final strike. You know, they're done after that. So yeah, it's just they're both crazy miracles. It would have been amazing to see either one. I think I might have preferred the Red Sea one though. That would have been pretty crazy to see water just standing up. Like that would have been insane.
You see that one, I see the other one. That's just generational knowledge.
Yep, right there. Yep, you got to record it.
Possibly. They be doing, before I got rid of social media, I was seeing AI videos that they did of like Bible characters. And they were like, yep, just got off the boat with the family. We're the only ones alive. Everybody else died, but God saved us. Like, here we are. It was funny, bro. They had one of Abraham and Isaac. He said, yep, Pops was finna kill me, but he didn't. Like, they're like, what it would have been to have cameras back then. That would have been funny. But a lot more people would believe like in the Bible too, though, if it was cameras and videos back then. I mean, shoot, that'd be firsthand. But appreciate the new I would say that's a new little segment. So appreciate that. Thank you for bringing it, kind of. I got one for you. It's not new. Doing a blind ranking of random songs. You're not gonna know what's coming next, so you just gotta pick wisely.
I'll never guess.
I was trying to pick songs that you like music from all eras. This is kind of a specific era, but yeah, you'll see. So the first one is, the artist is J. Cole. The song is Love Yours. Where does that rank? Why does it rank there? How does it make you feel? We got five songs, if I didn't say that.
That's a really good song. That honestly could be number one. Love Yours. There's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. Like, it's just one of his better songs for sure. And he has a lot of great songs. He has a lot of deep songs, meaningful things that strike the heart. But I think that one is up there in terms of his most meaningful. I think Crooked Smile could be there as well. Yeah, Love Yours. That's a really good song. That's a very well put together song. That's up there. It's tough. I'm trying to think of how many songs I know that could possibly be like deeper and more meaningful and like caring about people. So, you know, I don't want to put it number one right away because I think you're gonna have something in the bag, but I don't want to put it too low. I'm gonna put respect on it. I'm gonna put it at number 2.
Good. We'll take number 2. Co-World. Appreciate the explanation too. We look forward to the next 4 explanations as well. The next one we got on the list is K-Dot. We got Poetic Justice. Put it in a song.
Poetic Justice is good. I feel like it might be a little overrated. There's a lot of other Kendrick Lamar songs that I prefer. Granted, when that song does come on, I do sing along to it. I mean, it's still a great song, and it's one of his better songs from Good Kid, Mad City. But is it the best song on there? No, I wouldn't say that's it. I would say Money Trees is probably better than that. Real is probably better than that.
Right.
Mad City, the song itself, I think that's how you say it. Good Kid, Mad. How you say that song? Empire Rose and Crips all got along. I forget the title of that song. I'm pretty sure it's Mad City. Either way, yeah. So it's not even a top 3 song on the album, in my opinion. So I think the song's a little overrated because it has Drake on it. So I'll put it at number 4.
4. All right, we got 3 more still. The next one we got is an artist that Zach really likes that I think is underrated. When he first came out, he was respected well, but now I just think he's underrated. But we got Big Sean on the list, Bounce Back.
Last time I took it, what's another Bounce Back? Yeah, I like Bounce Back. I think Big Sean has a lot of great songs. I think you chose Bounce Back because I don't think how many Big Sean songs do you really know? I like Big Sean more than you do. But is Bounce Back better than Poetic Justice? That's the question. And in my mind, I think it is. But it's like, dang, what else could be on this list? So I don't know. This might be kind of risky, but I'll put it at number 3, and that leaves me with 1 and 5. I know that's a dangerous game.
Well, you'll be happy you did that with the next one, because I think I know where it's gonna go directly. The next one we got up is Drake. Started from the bottom.
I knew you would throw a Drake on here, but who is gonna be the last person? That's the question. Who could be the last person Kenny chooses? I don't know. You might throw something in there like I don't know. Anyway, Drake, yeah, that'd be number 5. That's a great song as well. But I mean, I don't know. And you can even argue it's better than some of the songs that are above it. Besides "Love Yours," I would not ever argue it's better than that. It's a catchy song. It's a short song, but there's not many words to the song. It's very, very simply written. Not to say that doesn't mean it's a bad song, but the other songs, right? The other songs just have a little more depth to them, and I think they should be rewarded for that because they not only have the depth, but they're also hits. So I think "Start from the Bottom" is a hit. It's just more of a simple hit, you know. So I'm gonna put that at number 5.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got Ye Kanye at number 1 with the song "Stronger." That's not a bad one. That's not a bad one.
That's not a bad one, man. That's
That
one
ain't
of
a
my
bad one.
that when I listen to that song, it takes me back to like 8th grade freshman year. Like that is such a good song, and I love that song so much. And I think that song came out before I was even in that grade, I want to say. But something about it, and I can just see the music video right now. Kanye West got those like glasses on that has like the lines through it. It's all futuristic. You got the little background sound, longer, faster, stronger. It's just, man, that song is really well composed. I could live with that at number 1. If I had to rearrange, it might be at number 2, and I might have J. Cole, "Love Yours" above that. But if I think about my whole life history of listening to music,
Okay.
I probably have listened to "Stronger" more than "Love Yours." Yeah, honestly, man, like I listen to Kanye West almost every day at work. Like I love Kanye West music. He got some good music, especially the old Kanye. New Kanye, you know, it is what it is. But old Kanye, "Stronger," that's such a good song, man. Such a good song. Very catchy, very good beat, very well written. That's Kanye.
I had to throw him in here. I feel like we played that album a lot, or at least you did, especially back then.
Yes.
It was one of the songs I remember hearing. Like you said, certain songs, whatever genre, you can hear and you just go back to like that place where it's almost like where you heard it the most or where you resonate with it the most. Those be the songs I be holding on to. It's just, and I know what they are. Like I know what a lot of them are now, so I can play them if I want to like have a certain feeling, and that's just so cool. Comment down below. What's a song that'll put you back in a specific like mind frame, a specific zone, a place that you missed that you wish you could actually go back to in real life? Like, what song is it? Where do you go? Like, let us know. We gotta get to know you guys more.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, another song on that album is "Can't Tell Me Nothing." La 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 la. Wait till I get my money right. Oh, and it's just like, man. And I heard Kanye break down that song probably like a month ago, and he was like breaking down how he made music, and he was like, man, I could just, when I made this song, I just see someone at work just talking, man, they boss just nagging him, telling him to do this, do that, and they just thinking in their head, man, wait till I get my money right. You can't tell me nothing. And I was like, dang, bro, like I felt that. I was like, bro, that's really what I be playing it too, bro, when I'm at work, and I'm just like, man, wait till I get my money right, bro. You ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing, dude. And not that you get money and you're just better than everybody else, but it's like, that's what keeps people in these like cages for so long. Because if we all had millions, you know, we'd have to answer to nobody or be under someone else's rulership to have to work every day. You know, we wouldn't choose that. Nobody wants to do that. No one wants to slave. So the song is just, Kanye makes a lot of relatable songs. He says a lot of relatable things. So it's just takes you back, man. Takes you back, and it was for the past and it's for the present.
No, that's why I picked all these artists between Cole, K-Dot, Big Sean, Drake, Kanye. They all have really, 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 really good songs. I feel like, especially for our era. For anybody, I feel like I'll say 30 years and younger, especially, these folks is probably on their list of people they like listening to. If not all of them, at least probably half, 2 or 3 of them, because it's just real rap, good rap. Some of them can do the partying music as well. Obviously, Drake is real good at that. Kanye got some. Big Sean, K-Dot, J. Cole, not as much. But my next question from this list you rank the songs now that you know the artist, and if you need help remembering, I can say it again, but I'm pretty sure you remember them all. In order from 1 to 5, where would you rank them from like the best in your head? Spur of the moment.
That ain't
Where
a
would
fair
you do it?
question. That's not a fair question.
Drake's
Uh,
5.
That's not a fair question. I was talking to Brandy about that the other day. I was talking about like hit makers because we were talking about Bruno Mars. He has a tour coming on, right? Going to the Bruno Mars concert, that kind of thing. And I was talking to her. I was like, I don't know if anybody has more hit songs than Bruno Mars. I don't know. Like when you look at Beyonce, if you think about Beyonce's greatest hits, and then you look at Bruno Mars' greatest hits and put them head to head, I don't know if Beyonce comes out winning that. Same with Drake. Like, if you play Started from the Bottom, or what would you say Drake's greatest song is? Started from the Bottom, or would it be something else?
Don't ask me.
Yeah, you're not a
the
Drake
person to
fan.
ask.
But it's like, if you, let's say you say Started from the Bottom. If you play Started from the Bottom, and then
I
you play
would say
Bruno
that.
Mars, okay, well, I don't even know what else would be out there. Have you listened to Passion Fruit? Passionate from Miles Away. Okay, yeah, Passion Fruit's up there. That's another great song. Or One Dance, Baby. Yeah, those songs. If you play any one of those songs, and then you play Bruno Mars, Leave the Door Open, what's the better song?
Yeah, that's a complete. Yeah, I mean for sure. But Bruno's in a completely. They're not in the same
Genre?
They make different music. Yeah,
Okay.
they're not in the. They make
Okay,
different music, and I'm not saying that Bruno still isn't better, because I believe some people be like, "Oh, you can't compare artists in different genres," and I'm like, "Yeah, you can to an extent, because it's just like, who still does it better?" And I still believe Bruno does it better overall, but they are in 2 different genres.
Okay, that's fine. We won't even do that. Let's go Chris Brown. What is Chris Brown's greatest song?
I don't know. Chris Brown got a lot of hits.
Chris Brown
I
has
ain't
a
gonna
lot
lie.
of
Chris
hits.
Brown got a lot of hits. Chris
Chris
Brown
Brown
has a
has-
lot of hits.
He has a lot of hits,
And he can
right?
still drop. He just dropped a hit, and this might not be his latest one, but Residuals is a hit that came out within the recent couple years, maybe on his last album, if I'm not mistaken.
I agree with
Um,
that. And what's a better song, Residuals or Leave the Door Open? Because that's one of Bruno Mars' most recent songs. What's a better song? When you think about Bruno Mars hits, and then you think about other artists' hits, any artist outside of Michael Jackson, who I might argue for as well, but outside of Michael Jackson, I don't think I can name an artist that Bruno can't go toe to toe with. And when we
I
compare
think
rap,
he can go toe to.
who?
I think he can go toe to toe with anybody for sure. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I will never say that about Bruno. Yeah, he's great, but I don't know. I have to think more about this subject. I got a friend who's a huge Bruno Mars fan. So I'm
Dude.
sure that they would agree with you on this subject,
Dude.
no doubt. However, I just want to do a little bit more research and just think about it, because I think about Adele, and I think about Adele having
Yep.
really, really great hits.
That's a great
But
one. That's a good answer.
I don't know if she has a hit, because with Bruno, some of his hits is nice too, because they get you in like the mood. They get you ready to, you know. But Adele don't really get you in that type of mood. She kind of gets you in a
Right.
mood where, maybe you want to go grab some wine and listen to this album. Think about some feelings.
Yeah.
So it's kind of different vibes as well. But I mean, if we just talking about hits and not what hits they are, then yeah, Adele got hits as
That's a good
amazing
point.
singer.
That's a good. I like that
There's a lot of
response.
people out there. Yes, a lot of people that got hits. I just think sometimes you just may not listen to them. I'm not gonna lie. You might not listen to a certain artist, so you don't understand how. Oh crap! Like that person is kind of big, because you got to think about it as well. I don't listen to her. I listened to her a long time ago, probably growing up a little bit. I couldn't tell you the last song I heard by her, but it was when more so she was a country girl. Taylor Swift. People will see this and be like, they'll hear Bruno Mars and agree, because he's a fantastic artist with hits, but they'll be like, bro, Taylor, I'm a Swiftie. Like, Taylor Swift has hits after hits after. Dog, they're going to be like, bro, her album she made 20 years ago, all of those were hits, and that's why she took it back on tour and had the best tour sales that year. Like, they finna go crazy.
true.
So,
That's
it's
true.
people, yeah, it's people out there that got hits, but Bruno is definitely one of them big dogs, because his tour is gonna net gross a lot of money. He's going to make a lot of money. I think he coming to Milwaukee or Chicago. I know Chicago for sure. I don't know if it's Milwaukee. I think it's Chicago, but yeah, Bruno, yeah, he got hits. He got hits.
Yeah. I like the Taylor and Adele response. I would have to look at the matchups, but in my mind, I think Bruno was still winning. But even when you look at the main ones we would listen to, like Chris Brown, I just don't see. Like, there's a difference in my mind between like a good song and a great song. And I remember there was somebody talking about a versus between Kanye and Drake. And when you think about Kanye's greatest songs versus like Drake's greatest songs, it's like there's a gap. And Drake makes more good songs, but Kanye has made more great songs, if that makes sense. Like, if you look at the greatest, he has more great ones. But Drake has, like, let's say 100 good songs, and Kanye has, like, 50 great ones, so to speak. So, it just depends. It's like, would you rather have the 100 good ones, or do you want just pure greatness? And that's kind of what I think about when I think of Bruno. Like, when Bruno drops a song or an album, like, all those songs go diamond or platinum, whatever it's called. And it's just hit after hit after hit. Yeah, that's just the way it is. And yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't see no artist going toe to toe with him. And yeah,
some people just got a good presence, or I think nowadays people say like they got a good aura to them a lot. But that's what Bruno is. Like, his presence, his aura, like his charisma, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's the type of person, even if he didn't know that he had it, like, he would still have it, like, just naturally, if that makes sense. So I think it's that as well, because you know, when he get on the mic, he really trying to give you a show. He not just gonna come and sing the song just to sing the song. Like, he finna come out and give you a show. He finna be feeling it. But I'll say this, I feel like him and Taylor might match up the best. I mean, Adele still, but like,
yeah,
Taylor growing up, because Adele wasn't around when we grew up. She came around after we like was growing up. Taylor was around when we grew up, so it's like, I think about that one song, talk about a heartbreak of some dude in
Teardrops
high school,
on My Guitar.
Teardrop on My Guitar. Yeah, and then so that's a banger, and that's from when she first came out. But also around that time or a little bit after, you got to give your props to Bruno, because we all was singing and trying to act like the Lazy song. Today I don't feel like doing nothing. Like, I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to stay in my bed. Like, come on, mom, you hear this? Yeah, for sure. Definitely his sad ones like Grenade and everything in between. Yep. But that's why I'm just comparing, because like they've both been around so long. That's somebody, if you don't want to listen to the Adele one, that's somebody you still got to listen to is Taylor Swift, because she literally been around probably a little longer than Bruno, to be honest. And both of them have always made hits. They've always made hits from the beginning when they came out, in the middle when they've been around, and at now their career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I believe Taylor, I'm going to say Taylor was around longer than Bruno. You could look it up. I'm going to say that, though, for sure. She got at least 5-10 years on him.
Taylor Swift debuted October 24th. Oh, gosh, October 24th, 2006. Bruno Mars, it says May 2010. As a solo artist.
So yeah, okay, 4 years then. We'll say around 4 years, you know, give or take, whatever. But yeah, so they, like I said, since they both been coming out though, both made bangers, both been making bangers, both will continue to make bangers, because they know how to do it. Like that, they just perfected their craft, and they have fun with it. They don't rush it. They fans are happy with what they got, and once again, they don't have to rush it, because they can replay the same songs 20 years later, and people love it like they just dropped it. Like,
I got one more question for you. The question I mentioned earlier, I didn't get your answer to, but do you think there's more fish in the sea or more bugs on the earth?
I don't know. I didn't know you asked me directly. I'm gonna say, I think the world. I think the water covers, is it 1/3 of our planet? I believe.
Boy, 1/3. It covers most of the planet. Yeah, it's got at least 2/3.
We'll just say 70%. That's what I say. So 70% of the world is covered in water. So I'll say, dang, bro. Insects, dude, they come in all safe sizes. So do fish. You got millions of ants. You got millions of spiders. You got millions of roly-polies, and you got millions of millions. And yeah, you got different type of fish. You got fish we never seen, fish we don't know, big fish, small fish, medium fish, this fish, that fish, goldfish. I don't know, bro. Probably if I just say the sea, bro. I just take a mathematically smart guess and say the sea because the water covers 70% of our world. But somebody gonna be like, well, insects can live in water too. Well, guess what? That's a fish to me. Then I don't care, bro. We're just gonna say we're gonna say more. We're gonna say more water life. I'm not just gonna say a fish because somebody's gonna say a shark ain't a fish. So more water life creatures than insects.
Okay, that's fair. Let's see. You want to see what Google says? For the record, I haven't looked this up. Okay, well, we're going to read it anyway. It says there are significantly more insects than fish in the world. Insects representing the largest group of organisms in the world. Fish populations are massive, estimated in the trillions. Insects are estimated at 10 quintillion. Whatever that is.
I mean, that's cool, but they really can't tell me that when they haven't even discovered all the oceans. So you can't tell me that when you've only discovered 10% of the freaking ocean. Like, how you gonna tell me if it's trillions that we know about? How about you multiply that by another trillion and get the same aquatic billion trillion that you got for insects? Like, you're not gonna tell me.
You know, I don't know. I think they might be right. I feel like, well, I will get to that part in a second. But I feel like when you walk outside, you're going to see an insect 99 times out of 100. But if you go in the ocean, you're not guaranteed to see a fish. That's just my opinion. And I know we only explored, 2% of the ocean or whatever it may be. But, you don't see fish like that when you get in the ocean. You see a fish like, oh my God, it's a miracle. Or you run for your life like we did when we were in the Bahamas. We saw a fish and we freaking sprinted. But insects, it's like you're going to see them. You can go outside, flies going to fly in your face. It's going to anger you. You're going to get bit by a mosquito and it's going to make you mad. And then you're going to step on a roly-poly and you're going to be sad because the other two should have died and the innocent one died. So it's like,
So just because you don't see something, it means it's not there?
It means it's not there as much in terms of this, yeah.
Okay, so have you ever physically seen God? Or is he not there much? I'm just wondering.
There's more insects. Is there more insects or gods?
Yeah, thought process. The fish see us. We just don't see the fish all the time. They hide under the sand. They hide in the deep shadows of the water. So they see us. We don't see them though. So that's
fine.
See that
though? They can hide. Insects can't even hide.
You can agree with the scientists. You can agree with the scientists who believe in the Big Bang and all the evolution from a monkey to human if you want. I'm not gonna believe in those people at all. But if that's what you want to do, go ahead. And that's what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we need something for the week though. We need some quote, some motivation, some thought-provoking, some inspiring quote. So Z-Man, if you don't mind rolling out that quote.
Our audience, by the way, this is our 75th. Well, is it our 75th quote? No, we haven't been doing quotes the whole time. Basically, long story short, we've been doing, I don't know how many quotes, man, and we don't write them down. So if I said it twice, so I'm sorry. Anyway, here's the quote to motivate. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now.
Make sure to like, comment, share with everybody you know, and subscribe.